An exclusive interview with the suspected killer's ex-girlfriend. He joins me live from Portland now with the latest. Brian, good to see you. What'd you learn today?
Yeah, Jesse, you know, it's not every day you talk to a suspected serial killer's ex-girlfriend, and I'm not even sure whether to call her an ex-girlfriend or a girlfriend because they have a very complicated relationship that is ongoing. But she had a lot to say, things that she found strange about him, including things that she says happened in bed. Take a listen.
But yeah, he liked different things than like I said, different things than I was used to.
What other kinds? Was there anything?
He would like write on me, and
he would write on you.
Yeah, like with marker or whatever. And like we had rules though, you know, for the bedroom. And over his like, you know, his basic rule was like, what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. You know, like I don't feel that way about you. Like he would write whore or slut or whatever on my body, and that was what turned him on, I guess. So.
Did that make you feel strange?
No, actually, it wasn't that strange. Sometimes I would tell him what to write, or I'd write on him, you know, too, or I'd write on myself, you know. So.
Was he ever overly physical or abusive in that way, or?
I mean, there was a few times where, like, you know, things weren't going the way that he was hoping to go, and he had like thrown me to the side, you know, but on the bed, you know, and just he would always say, like, if he got mad. Like if he stubbed his toe or something, you know, like he would get mad, you know, and be like, don't talk to me. Just know that I can't be talked to for a few minutes, you know, when I get angry, just let me be, and then we'll discuss it later, you know, just like. So, I mean, those times that, you know, I was thrown on the bed and he would be angry or whatever, saying that I did something to, you know, mess things up, he would come back and apologize for that, so.
What did you think when it surfaced that he was a person of interest, possible serial killer?
It was, I don't even know what I thought then, 'cause, like, it's been a while, but it was shocking. I was in shock, still in shock. But when I first saw the article before that, so when he, and also because my place had been raided, you know, or searched for 3 days, and they left warrants here that explained why they were here, you know, I kind of had a heads up and an idea of what, you know, was going to happen. So I had about a month to process that before that came out on the news.
All right, Brian, interesting to say the least. What did she make of the accusations, more from that?
They had actually, by the way, met on Facebook, just so you know. They'd been together for quite some time. They met online. And she says that she got this gut feeling that the accusations may have been true because she says that Jesse Calhoun knew 2 of the victims.
I still had it in the back of my mind that there was something that he probably had something to do with it from the get-go.
You felt that?
Yeah. I mean, when I went to confront him about it, I mean, I walked up to him, I hugged him, he was outside here, and I said, is there something you want to talk to me about? Like, how's your mental health doing, you know? Like, what's going on with you? I didn't know, like, how to present anything to him, you know, because that was where my head was at. And so that started a couple fights, you know, or a couple, not our fights, but, you know, some distance between us for that first week, you know, and he, you know, to say he was acting funny, I would say, yeah, he's acting funny, but he kept saying, like, well, if my own girlfriend thinks that I did, you know, something, you know, that I had something to do with this, then how come, you know, then how could anybody else believe that I, you know, didn't, you know? And that was before anything, like before he got arrested, and, you know.
So he could sense that you thought you may have
because
done
I mean,
it.
I asked him, like, is there something you want to tell me? You know what I mean? Like, what do you say to that? You know, I had no idea. He didn't have anything to tell me. He was just like, what? That was a weird question, you know? And then I explained to him
and
that,
you
you know.
lived together. I mean, looking back, does it scare you thinking this could have been you?
You know, I haven't put too much thought into that. I mean, there's been times, but like, you know, that I thought, well, what if it was this time? You know, like the first meeting that we had after the Plaid Pantry meeting, you know, like what if that was going to be my time? But, you know, because I have a hard time placing him in that role.
And Brian, I understand she still has some of his things. Did she say why?
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. We were doing the interview. She's obviously conflicted, and I saw men's clothing there, and I walked over. This is what she said.
What is all of this?
Well, this is a bunch of crap. This is like his clothes, which got taken down the day that, out of our closet, the day that I heard about the DNA being on one of the victims. So it's just a bunch of stuff, just stuff. There's tools, and his little art area was over here. So this has been, oh my God, it's been a year.
So why do you keep all of this?
Because I'm overwhelmed, and it's just too much to deal with. Like, he wants me to sell stuff to put money on his books and to have money, and I'm like, okay, I'll get to that. And then it just ends up piled up, and I'm like, man, I look like a hoarder. So I'm not. But I just keep thinking I'm going to do something with it. And then, you know, he's like possibly getting out, so maybe he's going to need his clothes, you know. He's lost a lot of weight, though, so.
You sound so conflicted because you were saying you think
I know,
gut
it's
tells
so
you
hard.
he did it.
Right.
Your gut tells you that he did it.
Do you see
said,
how crazy
but
it is?
now you're saying you're
So he
keeping his
might get
stuff,
out,
and then
you know.
you might sell stuff for him.
It's been a hard road, let me tell you, difficult road. I was keeping his stuff for a while, like in the closet and, you know, everything, because it just felt like he was still here. As volatile or as bad as the cheating was, you know, like his love was stronger, you know, felt stronger, but I don't know that he ever actually loved me, you know, because if he's, I don't know, it's confusing. The whole thing's been confusing, the whole relationship in general.
Definitely provides a lot more context. Brian Entin, great reporting. Good to see you. Thank you so much for giving us that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.